Hello, welcome back to Yoga with Mom. I'm Jen, and I'm so happy to see you again today. I hope you had a nice couple days since I've seen you last, and you had some breakfast today and had some water, and you're ready to get going. All right, so get in a nice comfortable chair. Make sure you're wearing your nice cozy clothes. Maybe got a nice comfy pair of shoes on. All right, so I'm gonna start off by making sure I'm very comfortable and stable on my chair. I want to make sure that when I move my arms and my legs, I can still keep my balance. All right, I hope you can too. So whether you're in an armchair, a kitchen chair, a nice outdoor deck chair like I am, make sure you're comfy and make sure you're nice and stable, and when you move, your chair doesn't slide on the ground. All right, once you've got all that covered, we'll get back and get ready to start class. All right, perfect. So let's get started by bringing our right ear to our right shoulder. You just gently stretch your ear towards your shoulder, not pushing too hard, just gently stretching. We're gonna do this a couple times, so it doesn't have to be the best one on our first try. Gently stretch the shoulder, trying to get a little bit more length on the left side of our neck. All right, and we're gonna switch, so we'll round through center. Our left ear reaches towards our left shoulder. My right shoulder just reaches away a little bit. There we go. All right, let's bring my right ear back to my right shoulder. And I'm just gonna drop my left hand down. Wiggle my fingers a little bit to get some movement in that arm. But I wanna just reach my shoulder a little bit further away from my ear if I can, so my right ear gets even closer to my right shoulder. All right, wonderful. Let's go back through center. And now my left ear goes to my left shoulder. And I'm gonna drop that right arm down. Drop the hand and gently wiggle those right fingertips. My left ear is reaching towards my left shoulder. Remembering nice deep breaths and to sit up nice and tall. All right, fantastic. Let's lean our way back one more time. So we go through center, and then my right ear is going all the way to my right shoulder, and I'm gonna reach my left arm up to the sky, stretching tall with my ear kissing my shoulder. And I'm gonna wiggle those fingers a little bit on my left hand. I always like finding a little bit more movement wherever I can. There you go. Really stretching our arm up tall. For 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna drop my arm down. Slowly move my head back, and my left ear is gonna go to that left shoulder. All the way down the last time with this exercise. And I reach my right arm up nice and tall, wiggling those fingers, really getting some movement in the side of my body. There you go, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And we're gonna keep going. Wiggling, wiggling, and my ear is kissing my shoulder, reaching nice and tall. Stretching, stretching, stretching. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop our hand down. Perfect. Now I want you to take both hands. We're gonna interlace our fingers together and really squeeze them tight. There you go, and let's pull them straight forward in front of you. Perfect. So I really want you to pull those arms forward, and we're gonna curve the top of our back just a little bit. So it's like those hands and those fingers are just trying to pull all the way out of our shoulders. Yes. Pulling, pulling, pulling. And you'll probably notice I'm bending just a little bit forward through the top of my spine. It's pulling forward, but my bottom is very firmly glued to my seat though. But I'm pulling, 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 really stretching my shoulders out a little bit. Very nice, you look great. And now I'm gonna turn my hands to my right side of my body, just twisting. But I'm keeping my body firm on my seat, so I'm not turning my hips as I turn my arms and my shoulders. I'm just turning my upper torso. Go all the way. And then I'm gonna switch to the other side. all the way to the left, twisting, keeping my bottom firmly glued to my chair. There we go, really stretching and twisting a bit here. Let's make our way back to center. Very nice. We're gonna bring our hands back into our heart center. Flatten our palms into prayer. Very nice. There you go. All right. So now I want you to reach those arms up to the sky, nice and tall, with our hands right overhead. So I'm pushing my chest forward a little bit. And I'm stretching up nice and tall. Really reaching. There you go. I don't know if you can hear that, but my cat Mabel is meowing in the background. She's probably getting into shenanigans in the yard like always. All right. Keep reaching. There we go. All right, and then I'm gonna drop my hands slowly down. I'm gonna reach towards the arm of my chair. So with my legs nice and planted, my left hand reaches to the arm, and my right arm's gonna reach behind me to the back of my chair. And I'm just gonna gently twist myself. Gentle twisting. I'm looking over my right shoulder, remembering to sit nice and tall. The crown of my head reaches to the sky above me. There we go. Really reaching tall. Gently twisting. There we go. Let's take a deep breath in together. And as we exhale, we're gonna move back through our center and we're gonna switch to the other side. So that right arm grabs that right arm of the chair or the bottom of the seat, whatever we're working with. My left arm reaches behind and I'm gonna twist. Looking over my left shoulder, gently twisting it first, and as we sit in our pose, we can twist a little bit deeper as we hold. We don't want to jerk our back or our shoulders or anything. We're just gently twisting our spine. Remembering our deep breaths here. Very good. Let's hold still for 3, 2, and 1. Let's go all the way back to center. Very good. It's warming up nice. All right, so our next pose is gonna be one of my favorites. It's our forward fold. So we keep our feet nice and planted on the ground, our bottoms nice and planted on our chair, and then we're gonna slowly roll our body down towards our knees. I'm gonna start off with holding on to the bottom of my chair as I roll to make sure that I don't lose my balance on my seat. It might be a great idea for you to start this way too. So keep that bottom glued firmly. I'm holding on and I roll my shoulders down towards my knees. Very nice. And then once I get myself quite low, if I feel nice and balanced, I'm gonna reach my arms down towards the ground. I'm looking at my toes right now, and I can feel a nice stretch in my lower back. There we go. I always love this one. The stretch, I think, is absolutely divine on your back. Even if you're holding onto your chair, this is a fantastic stretch for your back, your hips. And just remember to breathe nice and deep. All right, let's take one more deep breath in. And then we're slowly gonna roll ourselves back up. Very nice. You did a wonderful job on that. I'm gonna move on now to one of my other favorites. It's called cat and cow. So I have my bottom still nice and firmly planted. My feet are firmly planted and I'm gonna hold on to my knees. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to curve my back out and I'm gonna use my elbows to bend and really curve. I'm gonna round my head down to look at my belly button, but I'm pushing my back almost like I'm trying to make a C with my torso. Go, and then I'll take a deep breath in, and round my spine forward. My head looks up towards the sky. My shoulders are back. My elbows are straight. We go. Nice job. Let's go again. Let's curve in again. Gazing towards our navel. My elbows are out and curving the spine. Perfect. Let's inhale and switch. My spine goes forward. My head goes up and back. Really straightening, stretching that spine. All right, let's do it one more time. Feels delightful. I'm gonna round my spine in. My head looks down. I'm a big old C here. Take a deep breath and we're gonna round all the way back. Very nice. All right, let's sit nice and tall. There we go. All right, let's move on and get some marches going. Get our legs nice and warmed up. All right, so either hold on to your chair, hold on to the arms, whatever feels good right now, and we'll start lifting those knees nice and high. And you can always stomp your feet down on the ground or gently set them and go as fast as you'd like. But try to keep your back as straight as you possibly can, the crown of your head reaching tall, so you're getting a little bit taller as you're sitting here. All right, let's keep stomping. There you go. For 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, we're gonna drop those feet down. All right, and then let's do one of my favorites here. It's a little bit of a twisty stretch. So I want you to bring your left elbow behind your head. So my hand is on the back of my head, my elbow's out to the side. Perfect. I'm nice and planted. My legs aren't going anywhere right now. And I'm gonna hold on to the side of my chair with my right hand. My plan is to bring my elbow down towards my knee and then back out to the knee and back out. And it doesn't matter how low you go. Really, my goal here is to be twisting and rolling down a bit. All right? Why don't you try it too here? Let's go. Round down and up. Down and up. All right, let's keep going. Down and up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and one more real strong one, down and up. Very nice job. All right, let's bring that left hand down to our chair. My right hand goes behind my head. Perfect. And now I'm going to bring that right elbow towards my left knee and then straighten back up. So we go down and up, down and up. Very nice. Let's keep going. Down, up, down, up. Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, and one more real big strong one. Let's do it. Down and up. Very nice job. You're doing wonderfully today. All right, we're gonna do another crunching one. I hope your core is feeling a little bit of this work right now. We're trying to get ourselves moving and stronger because there's really nothing more important than being strong in your core and your trunk. That's where you have all the muscles that help you get up and sit down and move all around. So let's keep going. I'm gonna interlace my fingers together. They're gonna go up and over and around behind my head. There we go. My bottom is firmly planted on my seat, so I'm not gonna go anywhere when I move. And I'm gonna keep my elbows as wide away from each other as I can. All right, and now I'm gonna slowly round down towards my knees and then roll myself back up. There we go. Down to the knees and back up. I'm gonna do this 10 times. You got this, let's go. So we've got 1 and up, 2, up, 3, and up, 4, up, 5, and up. You're doing so good. 6, up, almost there. 7, up, 8, up, 9, up. One more, don't give up, you got this. Let's do it. Number 10. Bam, nice job. That was fantastic. I know that was a lot of work. You did wonderful. I'm so proud of you. All right, let's keep going. We got a few more minutes, so a few more things to do. So I want you to reach your arms straight forward, and then we're just gonna do some small circles with our wrists. I'm gonna start with clockwise, but it doesn't matter which way you start because we're gonna switch and go the opposite way in just a few more seconds. So start those circles going small, just our wrists and our hands, and then we'll stop and switch. Going the opposite way, circle, 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 there we go. Doing great. Or 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's bring bigger, wider circles with our arms. There we go. Getting some good movement in our shoulders. There we go. A little bit wider. And I'm gonna get even bigger as I'm going, really getting my whole arm all the way into it. My whole arm moves. I can feel a nice stretch all the way through my body. And 2, and 1. All right, now we're gonna switch it up. So my arms reach out in front of me, and I'm gonna start going the opposite way I just did. Getting my elbows involved, making my circles bigger and bigger, and they gradually get bigger and bigger until our whole arms, our whole elbows, everything's really moving. Here you go, nice job. Just a few more circles, a few more circles. Mabel, you're okay, keep going. There we go. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Here, shimmy shake a little bit out of those shoulders. You're doing great. All right, let's keep going. So I'm gonna take my hands, grab onto my shoulders themselves. There we go. I'm just gonna bop up and down for a couple seconds. Bop, 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 bop. There we go. Loosen up some of those muscles. And now I'm gonna flap my wings to the front and out. There you go. My shoulders are gonna, or my elbows are gonna touch while I keep holding on to my shoulders. There we go. There we go. Touching those elbows front and center. There we go. Really starting to feel the burn here on these shoulders. Let's do 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, drop your hands down. I want you to shrug your shoulders up. There we go, straight up and down. Shrug them backwards a couple times. Go forwards a couple times. Feels funny. There we go. All right. And now I'm just gonna gently do another twist to my side. So I'm gonna grab onto the side of my chair with my left hand and my right hand this time, and just gently push. Just doing a nice gentle twist. There you go. Mabel, you're okay. Let's take a deep breath in. And I'm gonna switch and go the other way. Both of my hands reach to the left side of my chair, and I gently push and twist into my spine. Push and twist, push and twist. There we go. Remembering a nice straight spine, pushing and twisting, and twisting. All right, let's make our way back to center. We've only got another minute or two here, so we're gonna do one of my favorite poses to really round off our day today. It's called pigeon. So what I do is I hold on tight to my chair. My left leg is nice and firmly planted on the ground at about a 90-degree angle, so I'm very stable. And I'm gonna bring my right leg over, bending my knee, and my ankle is gonna be right on my left knee. I'm gonna flex that right foot. There we go. And holding on to my chair, I'm gonna hold on to the seat of my chair. It might be easier for you to do that as well, but if you feel a little bit more comfortable holding onto the arms, you can do that as well. But I hold on to my chair wherever I need to. And I'm just gonna gently bend my body over my bent right leg. There we go. Gently bending, bending. There we go. Remembering to breathe deep, and if this pinches at all or hurts, I want you to slowly roll up, give yourself a little wiggle. I try to adjust a little bit and then slowly go back down again. This can be quite difficult on our knees, and we don't want to have any kind of pain in our knee. We are really trying to help open up our hip and give us a little bit more flexibility and mobility here. All right, let's take one more big breath in, and then I'm gonna drop my right leg down to the ground, and I'm gonna switch sides. So my left leg is gonna bend over my right, my ankle touches that knee, I flex my left toes, and I'm gonna slowly roll down over that leg. I'm sure that you, just like me, notice big differences on different sides of your body. This is very much easier for me than the other side. So I'm gonna breathe nice and deep, really relaxing. There we go. It's a little bit hard to relax when I can hear Mabel yelling at me right now. My cat's a little bit twisted on her leash. She's safe, but she just can't run around like she wants to, so she's gotta let me know I gotta come and fix her leash for her. Silly pets. I couldn't imagine my life without them. All right, let's roll ourselves back up to seated. Very nice. We're gonna drop our left foot on the ground. Our hands are gonna meet in prayer at our heart center. I want you to take a nice deep breath in here. And exhale. And exhale. And one more real big deep breath in. And exhale. I want to thank you again for showing up today and being here at Yoga for Mom. You did a fantastic job. I hope you feel a little bit better now that you've had some movement in your morning. And I can't wait to see you in our next class. You take care of yourself, and I'm Jen. I'll see you again soon. Bye.